susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Is this on? Hello, my best.
Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. It's Ashley Del Mundo, and today we're gonna do a science experiment. And like, I can't believe we're doing it on the weekend. Like, we should be enjoying, but now I'm vlogging this whole thing. And yeah, so these are the people in the back. You guys better not mess up because my 1.9 road to 2K followers are watching. So let's move on and let's show everyone. Ooh, Jhade, what you got there? So serious. Look at you, the very mad little scientist. Are we sure you're not gonna blow up the lab?
Don't worry, if it blows up, I'll take full responsibility.
Oh, okay. Hi, Ikai. Are you okay?
Yeah,
You're shaking like a little leaf.
sure.
Don't spill it or else the salt fairy is gonna haunt you. Oh, not you. Yuan, what are you doing?
Do you mind? I need precision, not whatever. Wala ka dyan.
I hope you spilled that. Anyway, let's move on. Hi, Louwella. So, what are we doing today?
So, I guess we will just float them science.
Okay. So, you're just gonna make these two float.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let's move on. Hi, Ron! Don't sneeze.
Distortion.
Okay. So that is it. Okay, I have to go back to you. Hi, Miss Little Perfectionist. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm ready. Alam mo ba yung Chinese ng pakita mo nanay ko?
Ano?
You don't know?
No, girl! Tell me!
Show my mommy. Bro, tumawa kayo. Tumawa kayo.
Anyway, guys, that's it.
Seriously.
Hanna, gusto mong candy? Oo.
Hi, here, Anna. Some water.
Thank you.
Hanna?
Hanna?
Hanna, what? Come on. We know you're
There's,
just joking.
there's no pulse.
Hoy! Selina, what did you do?
Pinagbibintangan mo ba ako?
Oh, there, she's dead!
Hey guys, calm down.
No, we're not gonna come down! She's dead! What are we gonna do?
Just because there's no pulse
No.
doesn't mean she's not dead. Go someone!
Run, do CPR!
What the? I will call someone! Dito! Someone's like dead. Can you please come like right now? Please. Hanna! What is that? No, come right now! Come right now! I'll send you my location! Just come right now!
I can't touch her. She's dead.
This is Detective Ramirez on the case on the death of Hanna. 7 went in and 1 didn't walk out. You might think it's just some accident, an experiment gone wrong, tragedy if you will. But accidents don't leave traces. They don't leave questions hanging in the air. And they most certainly don't leave me investigating suspects and possibly a killer. Here's the thing. It's never what's obvious. The laughter, the spilled water, the flour in the air. It's all just distractions. So, over the next few hours or days, I'm going to be interviewing every single one of them. From Selina all the way to Rachellyn. I'm going to watch their every move, replay their mistakes, because someone in that lab is hiding something. And by the end of this, we're going to have our answer. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you in court. As this interrogation is being recorded. Do you understand and consent to that, Miss Selina? Alright, Selina. Tell me exactly what happened that day. Every measurement, every calculation, every detail. Don't leave anything out, and be clear with your words.
Sige. We had to measure for density. I started with rice. Measured 100 grams on the digital scale. Used 200 ml beaker. Poured slowly and tapped to settle the grains. Measured volume to 150 ml. And density is 100 over 150 is equal to 0.666 grams per milliliter. 0.666. Ang creepy, di ba? Repeated twice for consistency. And temp in lab was 24 degrees Celsius. Didn't log in because hindi naman sensitive ang rice, di ba?
Not sensitive? You're telling me that a variable like temperature isn't sensitive? That's very sloppy, Selina. In a field like science, and where details matter so much, you can't afford to leave out something like that. How confident are you with 0.66 milligrams?
Confident enough. I repeated the measurement twice. Same result. It's not like grains suddenly changed density in a normal lab.
It was everything but a normal lab, Selina. There were people spilling, laughing, dust in the air. Rice can absorb moisture, making it condense slightly, and you didn't even log anything. You're lucky no one noticed. But I did. And yet all your calculations match up. Is it a matter of coincidence? Or you're just being careless?
Careless, maybe, pero consistent. I followed the mass and volume steps exactly. Recorded everything else. Checked for gaps at the beaker edges and tap grains gently. Step by step. Twice. Notes and camera footage confirm it.
Camera footage. Yes, I saw it. You were meticulous. Almost obsessive. So. But you weren't the one who collapsed. Neither did the rice. You watched the others. Didn't intervene. But tell me, did you notice anyone doing anything? Like, anything at all?
I saw Ranshee giving water to Hanna. Noticed. Akala ko wala lang. And everyone else was doing their own thing. Annie, precise. Ranshee, intense. James, oblivious. Gwyneth, chaotic. Yeah. But nothing suspicious. Calculations were correct. Methods correct. Observations, minimal.
You're playing with precision, Selina. Science is about details. It's a field where every variable counts. That's what separates the methodical from the careless. And yet, that's probably why you survived, isn't it? Huh.
apparently.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything and everything you use can and will it might be used against you as you're being interrogated and recorded. Annie, just skip the theatrics, please. What happened that day? From the calculations, mass, volume, temperature, everything. And no, there will be no lawyers.
Lawyers, detective. I don't even know why I'm here. But fine, density experiments. We had to calculate densities of kitchen items. And obviously, I had to choose sugar because I'm sweet like that. Anyway,
Okay.
so I measured 120 grams on the scale for like, what? 150 milliliters in my measuring cup. And the temperature of the lab was roughly like 24 degrees Celsius. I checked it with my thermometer. And the volume was measured carefully. Obviously, it had to be. So the density was density equals mass over volume. So substituted, it's 120 over 150. And so it was equal to 0.8 milliliters or no, 0.8 grams per milliliter. And then I repeated twice for accuracy. Notes written, camera recorded everything. Happy now?
Are you seriously bragging about happy now? This isn't a game. Precision matters, and you mentioned temperature. 24 degrees Celsius. Did you adjust for humidity? Did you consider that sugar can absorb moisture from air? Did you?
Detective, come on. I know what I'm doing. Humidity didn't fluctuate dramatically, and I repeated the measurement, each measurement. Anyway, density stayed consistent. I did everything perfectly, unlike some other people.
Don't start pointing fingers, Annie. I don't care about perfect. I'm interested in what actually happened. What happened that day? Did you notice anything suspicious?
Nothing really. Not my problem. Oh, actually, Gwyn floated her tomato. Wow, fascinating. Riveting. That's the experiment.
Not your problem. You were all in the same room. You noticed something that might be important and you did nothing? I'm gonna need more than arrogance here, Annie, alright? I need observations. A change in temperature, liquid interactions, or measurements. That doesn't make sense. Have you found anything?
Well, sugar doesn't react much. Mass was measured with a digital scale, a kitchen scale actually. Volume was measured with a measuring cup, both repeated. Temperature was logged both times. And for the calculations, I already said it was density equals mass over volume. So obviously 0.8 grams per milliliter. And I checked consistency against online references and I matched the expected density of the sugar. So my notes and my camera can confirm things. Observations, there were minor spills here and there, like people sneezing. And oh, I noticed that Ranshee gave like water to Hanna. And yeah, more flour everywhere.
Consistency accurate. Yet you mentioned Carlos handing Hanna water, right? That's the only anomaly you noticed? But you don't see the bigger picture?
Detective, I'm telling you, I did my part perfectly. Like, calculations were completely accurate. Measurements were obviously precise. Of course, ako pa. And I documented it, I repeated it, I analyzed it, and I did the task required. So I don't know why you're asking me all of these.
Sure, you did. Perfectly. But perfection doesn't excuse you from ignoring subtle discrepancies. Any tiny details that nobody else could pick up on could unravel everything.
Thank you.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything and everything you say can be used against you in court, as this interrogation is being recorded. James, you're aware that every time you move, it's like a baker exploding, right? It's very annoying.
Yeah. Floor's messy detective. Comes with the territory.
Messy is one thing, careless is another. Now, walk me through your experience.
Alright. Look, you were each given an item to test. Mine was floor. Doesn't sound intimidating, right? But floor is actually messy. It clumps, traps air, and it is not straightforward as, say, rice. So first things first, we follow the density formula. You know it, I know it. Density equals mass divided by volume. That was drilled into us. Simple equation, right? But when you're working with flour, not so simple.
Get to it. Materials, calculations, everything.
Right. Materials: electronic balance, graduated cylinder, thermometer, my signed flour sample, spoon, water for displacement. Execution: this is where things got messy. I had to measure the mass first. The easy part: scoop flour into a beaker, weight it. The problem: flour sticks. It clings to the sides. The spoon, my hands, my face. I had to weigh it multiple times because of spillage. The first reading was 42 grams, but I dropped some. Second try gave me 40.8 grams. Third try, finally stable at 41.2 grams.
So you're telling me you couldn't even weigh flour without causing a snowstorm?
Hey, it's not that easy. Flour is light, airborne, sensitive to the slightest breeze. Even breathing too hard throws it off. And the air conditioner in that lab did not help. Anyway, volume. We couldn't just shove flour straight into the cylinder because of air pockets. That is where displacement came in. I filled a graduated cylinder with 15 milliliters of water. Slowly pouring the flour in the funnel, tapping the sides to minimize clumping. But again, flour floats before it soaks. It made a disgusting paste at the top before sinking. It took a good 5 minutes. When it finally settled, the water level rose to 71 milliliters. So, 71 minus 50 gave me a displaced volume of 21 milliliters.
And don't stall.
Calculation time. Density equals mass divided by volume. So, 41.2 grams divided by 21 milliliters would give us 1.96 grams per milliliters. That was my final value, which is kind of hyperflour. But here's the thing. I probably compressed it too much tapping it down.
So basically, we botched it.
Not botched. More like improvised. See, the conditions weren't ideal. Flour is sensitive to temperature and humidity. The lab thermometer showed 25 degrees Celsius. But I swear, the AC draft made my water cooler than it should have been.
You think this is a joke? Flour may seem harmless, but what you did caused data corruption in a field where data is everything.
Do you know how humiliating it is to choke in your own sample in front of everyone? Flour in my throat, coughing all over the place. Everyone was staring like I ruined the whole experiment.
You did ruin. Couldn't even keep your lungs clear.
But I still got results. I still learned. The density, 1.96 grams per milliliters. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it taught me the challenges of regular samples.
You talk too much, James. One last time. Formula. Say it.
Density equals mass divided by volume.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court as this interrogation is being recorded. Okay, hey, Gwyn. May I call you Gwyn? I know this is a bit uncomfortable, but I just need you to tell me everything that happened. Is that okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Good. Take your time. Start with your materials.
Well, I had a tomato and potato, and a big bowl of water, and a spoon to put them in. Also, like a notebook to put the stuff down, and the thermometer.
Okay. Walk me through what you did. First, the tomato.
So, I measured the tomato first on a scale. It was 120 grams. I think maybe 119.5. I had to double check it because I was so nervous. Then, I filled the bowl with 200 ml of water and gently put the tomato in. It sank, but there's some bubbling. I think air pockets. I tapped it lightly to make sure it settled. So the water rose to 260 ml. So the displaced volume was 60 ml.
Good. Did you check the temperature?
Yeah, the water it was 23 degrees Celsius. I tried to make sure it didn't get warmer because that might change the density.
Exactly. Temperature affects density. Cooler water makes some things sink slower. And warmer water, you get that.
Yes.
Alright, calculations.
So the density mass divided by volume equals 120 grams divided by 60 ml. That's 200 grams per milliliter.
Good. And your potato?
Same similar step. Weight is 150 grams. Put in the same water. Displays 70 ml. So density 150 divided by 70, about 2.14 grams per milliliter.
Great. Now, did you notice anything unusual?
Annie was walking around. Selina was staring at her eyes. James was coughing, and I think Carlos was doing his own. But nobody really helped.
Okay. That's exactly what I needed. That's it for now. Thank you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything and everything you say can be used against you, as you are being recorded in this interrogation. Alright, Carlos, you know why you're here? I'm gonna ask you, what happened?
Why do you keep asking the same damn thing? I've already told the others, no? It was just a stupid experiment. What more do you want? A calculation of how dense your brain is right now? A step-by-step bedtime story?
Exactly that. Don't get started. You're gonna walk me through an experiment without raising your voice.
I'm not yelling! Fine. You want details? I'll give you details. We were testing the density of ice, alright? And yes, I know the formula. Density equals mass over volume. P equals M divided by V. But ice is a pain. Because if the temperature in the lab shifts even slightly, it melts. It changes state, it changes the numbers. So I had to keep checking the damn thermometer every 30 seconds.
What materials did you use?
What do you think? A digital scale to weigh the damn ice? 100 milliliter graduated cylinder for displacement?
Can you not be noisy, please? This is an important operation, okay?
A beaker to hold meltwater because yeah, it wouldn't stop dripping. And the lab thermometer shoved into the cylinder just so I can measure the temperature of the water and keep it around 0 degrees Celsius. Do you have any idea what it's like trying to keep the temperature stable the whole time? Mass came around 20 grams for the piece I used. Then I dropped it into the cylinder, then fill it halfway with water. Measured the displacement, about 22 millimeters. Just do the math. Density equals 20 divided by 22. That's 0.91 grams per milliliters. That's what it's supposed to be. Math is math. The ice floats because it's less dense than water. Surprise, surprise.
So you're telling me the hardest part of this experiment is keeping a sample from it?
Finally, that's what I've been telling you for the past hour. Do you have any idea what it's like trying to hold stable conditions in a room where the AC barely even works? Everyone else had solids or powders that just sat there. Mine was dripping all over the place before I can even put the numbers down.
And yet you managed to get the right answer. 0.91 grams per milliliter. That's what answer.
I did the work. I did the math. Every single milliliter, detective. I wrote and scribbled notes like my life depended on it, while everyone else was playing either with flour and sugar.
Sit down. You think shouting makes you believe. It doesn't. Trust me. If anything, it makes you look like you're hiding something.
I'm not hiding anything. I did the formula. I did the mass. I did the volume. I even kept the temperature stable. You want my lab notes? You want the ice melted stains on the pages with the smudged ice melted stains on them? Here.
Noted. But you need to stop exploding like a faulty gas burner. Carlos, it doesn't help your case. That'll be all.
You have the right to remain silent, and anything and everything you say may be used against you in court. As you're interrogated in this recording, anyway. Rachellyn K. Smith, goodness gracious. I've already heard 6 different stories and 6 different versions of this experiment. Don't waste my time. What happened?
I understand, sir. I'll keep it clear. That day, my task was with oil. We were all assigned different materials, but mine was one of the trickiest because it doesn't mix well with water. Even the slightest contamination can throw off the result.
Tricky doesn't excuse a mistake. Did you or did you not follow the process?
I did. I followed the density formula step by step. As we all know, density equals mass divided by volume. P equals M over V. First, I prepared the graduated cylinder, making sure it was dry and clean, because oil residues are slippery. Even fingerprints can alter the results. So I handled everything with care.
In the mass, we dance around it. I want numbers.
Fine. First, I weighed the empty beaker. It was 75 grams. Then I carefully poured 50 ml of oil, double-checking at eye level for accuracy. The new mass registered as 120 grams. Of course, subtracting the original mass from the beaker, that meant the oil's mass was 45 grams. Using the formula, density equals mass divided by volume. 45 grams divided by 50 milliliters gave me 0.9 grams per milliliter. That's consistent with known data for oil.
Well, at least you know your numbers. But what about temperature? Everyone seems to forget that liquids expand.
didn't forget. The lab temperature that day was recorded at 24 degrees Celsius. I noted because oil's density decreases slightly with heat. I stabilized the sample by leaving it in the lab room for about 10 minutes before measuring, so no sudden fluctuations. Everything was steady.
Yet something still went wrong that day. Everyone messed up in some sort of way. Well, not messed up. They were messy, chaotic. The records were mixed, inconsistent. And you're telling me you were flawless? Not one slip?
I won't say flawless, detective, but I was precise. I made sure no bubbles clung to the cylinder wall because air would smooth the volume.
You sound very sure of yourself. Almost like you've practiced this speech. Everyone else stumbled, pressured, lashed out. Or maybe you're hiding something behind that polished explanation. Oil is slippery, and so are lies. If I dig deeper, will I find that your results are doctored? That your calculations were tangled?
No! My results were clean. Well, I can't speak for the others, but I know what I did. The formula was clear. Density equals mass divided by volume. P equals M over V. My mass was 45 grams. My volume was 50 milliliters. Density 0.9 grams per milliliter. Temperature controlled at 24 degrees Celsius. If you don't believe me, that's on you. But I won't let you twist my position into guilt.
Alright. You're dismissed. For now.
You know what's funny? Selina was the least suspicious one for me. She was always obsessive but focused. She was cooperative. But you can only hold an act for so long. And her crack. Temperature.
Because hindi naman sensitive ang rice, di ba?
Something's not right. Selina forgot the temperature, yes, but it's too clean. It's way too clean. Let's see what you were trying to tell me, Hanna.
Okay. Hi, this is Ikai again. So, my material is salt, and yeah, I'm gonna show how to test its density. I know everyone's doing it, but like, I kinda want mine to be neat, because salt is actually more interesting than people think. Bye, vlog. Thank you.
The water. No, they can't be right. Carlos saved her. He was a helpful one. Everyone said so. The cup. There was poison in the ice!
Jhade?
Oh my goodness. Okay, what happened?
Carlos and Ranshee, you are under arrest for the murder of Hanna.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, the court will appoint one for you.
Detective, my time is not to be wasted. Did you get it done? Survivor's guilt, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's too bad. They were all so dense.
You're under arrest for the...
So Jade, what you got there? Ooh, so serious. Measuring grapes.
I can write this.
Her giggles. Yeah.
Hi guys, currently 9:42 p.m. Finally tapos na. Only 4 of us left. And so it's Rafi's one